Hello there. Today we are going to be streaming some Gladiator. The first deck I will be using, hopefully, is this wonderful green-white Enchantress deck. Let's actually have it take up the screen. Has a decent curve at 3, and has all of the wonderful enchantment goodness. So I have put a Looking for Game in the Gladiator Discord, and in the meantime, I am just going to talk about how much I love this deck. So, Enchantress is a lot of fun. That basically is playing a bunch of enchantment cards and cards that like enchantments, and there are now just enough Enchantresses, which are cards that say when you cast or play an enchantment, draw a card to make it work. So, Sith's Harvest Hand, when you cast an enchantment, gain the life and draw a card. We also have Jukai Naturalist, which makes enchantments one less. Kinda like an Enchantress, but not quite. We also have Satyr Enchantress, whenever you cast an enchantment, draw a card. Very nice. Enchantress's Presence, whenever you cast an enchantment, draw a card, but it's an enchantment itself. So toss enchantment, whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield, put a counter on it and draw a card. So many Enchantresses. We also have... Let's see. I'm particularly fond of Catilda Dawnheart Mentor. Its power and toughness is the number of spirits and enchantments you have. So it's a 1/1 on its own, and other than that, it gets stronger for each enchantment. Fun, fun, fun. Let's see. This card makes enchantment creatures stronger. This is a mana dork that gives me mana for every enchantment I have, including itself, because it itself is an enchantment. Enchantments cost 1 less to cast. It is very exciting. And I like Gladiator, because it's the closest you get to a real Canadian Highlander or Highlander format in general, but you could play on Arena. So if you do drafting like I do, and you got wild cards to spare, it's perfect. And it doesn't rotate. Many, many good things. Alright, no one's responding in there. Let's see if I can get any of my friends on the list to play. Sometimes you just gotta ask some people and they're not looking at the chat. Ooh. He said yes. Let's change to Gladiator Enchantress. Huh. For some reason it has the wrong deck. If you look at the Stream Decker, you will the overlay, the extension, you can see my deck list that I'm using. I have 2 deck lists loaded today. One for the enchantment deck that I'm currently playing, and the other for... Why is this taking so long? Ah, there we are. One for the current Selesnya Enchantress deck, and another for some Abzan Reanimator in case I get bored of it and want to change decks later. Why did it draw? Curse you, Arena, and your madness. Sometimes Arena just hates me, but it's okay. Here we go, here we go. This is a playable hand, but I think I can do better. I have no white sources. That's what I get for thinking I could do better. Okay, we're playing this. Let's put this Dryad away, and Shalai. Some 2-drops and some 3-drops. A 3-drop. And a Dorker of their own, huh? It's one of those alchemy cards that, if you build your deck right, just draws you 2 CMC 3 or less cards. Oh boy. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. But I do have a Spooter. So each player, each opponent. No, it's each player. It applies to them too. That's really interesting. I'm gonna let the flyer through. I think the can't cast 1 more spell hurts them more than me right now. Okay. No, it was just an attempt to trade. That's acceptable. Let's get rid of Adeline. Keep her on top. Let's, oh no, I still can only cast 1 spell each turn. Okay. Whenever a Samurai Warrior attacks alone, it gains lifelink. That is just a human. Okay, I'll take 3. I'm unafraid. However, they should be.
I call, and Decoria answers.
Okay, gets a counter. Do you double block? Probably not. Wandering Emperor, but do they go for that? No, they're gonna go for Sanctum Weaver. That would be crazy to go for anything else right now.
You'll be safer.
Wow. Not the Mana Dork.
You are not much of a roadblock.
That's actually kind of shocking. So, oh, that maybe answers. Doesn't target tokens, but they can target Prison Realm. So if I were them, I'd put the counter on Archon and attack me, forcing me to make the block.
Strike fast and strike hard.
It's tapped or attacking, so she's dead no matter what. Okay, I'll still take one of them out.
I'm tougher than you think. Don't worry. I hold grudges.
So I think I can get 1 creature back with this. No, that's 2. Yeah, that should work. Oh, non-legendary. Both of those are legendary. Okay, well, let's sit tight for a bit. This might be a loss of a game, but we will have to see. is a
Show them
7-5.
how we greet our enemies.
Ouch. I think I need to play this. Let me draw a card. That's a board wipe. I would like to draw. Oh no! It gets shuffled away! Oh, that's life, isn't it?
I have got new moves to teach you.
Yep. Okay. Five, 6, 7, 10, 12. I have to block. Although we should do it this way at least, so I take one of their creatures out. I didn't mean for that phase to end. Ah. Alright, on to game 2. Yes, I will keep this hand. This hand is excellent. Calming Transients into multiple removal spells that will trigger Calming Transients. I approve. Go for the thing that's going to draw them cards. Need my 5th land more than I need her. I could exile that. That might be a good call. If I was playing Enchantress's Presence, that would also be a good call. You know, let's go after their lands. I'm gonna play this on my turn even though it is flash. Remove their mana dork. Okay. Desperate to play Lotus Cobra like that. I understand. They did have land. Okay. Or they drew it. Okay, and they're gonna go for Calming Transients. That makes sense. Ooh, a new Angel Lady. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of Skyclave Apparition. Which will give me a 2/2. Then we're going to put a count. No, actually, then we're going to make a Samurai. And, I'll play Enchantress Presence next turn, play Glorious Sunrise after that, and hopefully I can get a nice stream of enchantments going. We do not yet have Coven. This card is very good. Maybe I should be running it. That card is going to be annoying. And it's spells, not even non-creature spells. Alright, I lose one of my tokens. This gives me a blocker. But I think I'm still dead. I would need a board wipe. This card is just cruel. I appreciate the cruelty. Let's block 3/4. Just die here? 6, 8? Yeah, I think so. Alright, well that was a disappointing first match. Let's see if we can have another one. Without the disappointment. See if I can coax another one on my friends list. Let's look at our other deck today. This is Abzan Reanimator. I'm very fond of this deck. It's one of the earlier decks I built, and it's very recyclable. So early on, you play cards like Valentin or Authority of the Console, get an advantage. The deck locks down your opponent's graveyard while also filling yours. So Skull Prophet, Mana Dork that also mills, very cool. Grizzly Salvage. I am really fond of Tenacious Underdog. This card is fantastic. It's a 3/2 for 2. You know, put it down early, let it die, trade with something, trades up. Later, it's bring it back, pay 2 life, draw a card. Every turn if you want it to be. This is generally a very high target for Cling to Dust or other graveyard removal spells. Mire Triton comes into play, mills a bit. Charming Prince, you can use it to exile and bring back cards that have that same effect. Then you have the 3-drops. Death's Oasis card is the linchpin of the decks most of the time. It's in play. Every time a creature dies, mill 2 cards. Half the time you get something back. Oh, free cats would like a rematch, so let's do that. Alright. This is a very good hand. If I draw any enchantments, it'll really be nice, though. Reclusive Taxidermist. So I have Enchantress down. I have a thing that makes enchantments cost less down. Okay, I go for the Enchantress. That makes sense. Play a Doggo. Flick his Onto Mammoth down and play Kami of Transience. Gain some life. Next turn we can play Vivian. Start making creatures. Huh. Well, that's annoying. I guess we'll be triple blocking that. Actually, I can play Nylea next turn with, and it's solid. If I don't lose any creatures this turn, which I'm sure I'll be losing at least 2. Okay. I will let it through now. Play Nylea and just have Nylea block. Oh no, that wouldn't work because Vivian will be dead. Oh, I don't like any of that. And Wandering Emperor can't help. Because A, I can't cast her, but more than that, I will no longer have the pips sufficient. It's permanent for each legendary creature I control. We're just gonna have to sit tight and let this through for a bit. Because that can't tap, the Wandering Emperor cannot help me. That's alright. It's a single creature, and I have plenty of removal. That is a lot of damage. I'll take 11. That is what I was looking for. Let's get rid of that.
Let us regroup.
I'll just take it. I don't know why he would attack that way.
We must regroup.
It actually kind of escapes me, but... Essica's Chariot, huh? Alright, let's commune with some spirits. I like Conclave Tribunal. Let's play Shigeki, actually. Guess we could do this. And then I could play Shigeki for 1. Actually, no, I could already play Shigeki for 1 because of Jukai Naturalist. But let's make Kami Transient stronger than Questing Beast. And now it'll spit out a token and become an Anthem. So I'm in a much better shape to do something about his board presence. I can kill Essica's Chariot pretty effectively. And he's out of cards. Yes, please attack with cats. Okay. Well, you have no tricks to use. So, let's do some math. 6, 8, lethal, super lethal, incredibly lethal. Okay. Let's see what we can do to put a dent in that. So right now, 4, 6, 7 gets through, but I gain 3 life. Yep. Okay. He does have the Selfless Survivor to save the chariot.
You'll be safer. This is what you get for hurting my people.
I can't even Oh, yes I can, actually. But it wouldn't make a difference. But it's funny. Also, they could see it, which is even funnier. Ooh. Yeah, that's game. That's painfully game. Unless my math is off. Let's find out. Yep, at 0. Alright, on to game 2. Nope. Yes. Okay, let's play that. Play that. Now whenever a spell or ability targets my creatures that is of their control, I will draw a card. Which seems fairly limited, but you'd be shocked how often it comes up in most decks. Alright, so get your best 2-drop, or 3-drop. I wouldn't call that your best 2-drop. But if you don't have any lands, I would... Yeah, okay, I get it. I get you. Alright, let's draw an extra card from this. Very nice. That's a 4/4 for 4 that gets a land. Not bad. Do I play Calyx or do I play Oketra? I think I play Oketra. If they have an exile spell, they'll use it on it. If they were holding it back. Almost certainly. And I'll draw a card, because of Shaper Sanctuary. Pretty good overall. Either way, it's at least 1-for-1, and God Eternal Catcher goes back to my library, so... There's nothing they could do to get rid of it, unless they have, like, a pacifism. So please, try and banish my Eternal God. It will please me. Okay, Linvala. Very nice card. And assuming they don't have any way to get rid of it, I'll play Calyx next turn and exile either Yasharu, or I will start drawing extra cards with them. I'll probably draw extra cards because I'm not threatened by their stuff right now. Brutal Cathar is a way to get rid of Oketra for 3 turns, but I do draw an extra card from it. Sure. I'll draw the card. I free you from the Brutal Cathar. Alright, I'll gain some life. Let's save that.
You are all responsible for the damage to Destiny.
I think I am gonna exile Fauna Shaman here. So we can't just tutor for whatever he needs. I can protect Calyx, so. Lotus Cobra. I remember when this card was worth money. I mean, Arena. That makes that not a thing, but... It's a nice card. Does he go for Calyx or does he go for me? He should be going for Calyx, because I could block his stuff. But, hey, you get to play as you want. That's a Bronzehide Lion. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. For starters, we're getting rid of Oketra. So I'm gonna see what else I can... That's a whiff. It does happen. Alright, let's play Felidar Retreat. Now, let's play this down. Make a cat. Commune with spirits. And we're going to sacrifice Calyx. We're getting rid of Toski. I don't want them to redraw their hand. Okay. Alright, Ranger, Captain of Eos. Get some 1-drops. Get a 1-drop. Pretty good 1-drop. Kazandu Mammoth. Alright, now I assume he takes out Calyx and hits me. Yeah. Okay. So, I am hoping to draw some cool stuff. Let's see if I can. That counts. And we're going to use Rite of Harmony. Yep. I'll be doing some blocking this turn. Mm-hmm. I'm running, I believe, 3 board wipes in this deck. So there are many outs here. I'm also running Overwhelming Splendor, which, while not an out, will give me several turns. So it's taking 5, 6, 7 with Lion Sash. Yeah, I could live with that. Oh no, he can exile stuff from his graveyard. Oops. Still alive. By a little. That's all you need. Only the last point of life counts. Alright, non-land. Which I can no longer cast. Lovely. Oh, that's just perfection, isn't it?
The land shall conquer you.
Alright, well, that is another match. That was 2 games where I got Overwhelming Splendor and was just short of able to use it. Alright. Let's see. Anyway, let's go back to some of my other Gladiator decks. So I was talking earlier about my Abzan Reanimator deck. Very nice collection of cards. As I was saying, we're on the 3 drops. We got this card which returns a permanent. Old Rutstein, which just gives you graveyard value every single turn. Lures of the Dream Den, bring back almost any of my 2 drops. Try to Elysian Growth, fixes mana. Nighthawk Scavenger, with the amount of stuff I throw in my graveyard, it's like a 4/3 most of the time. Removal spell and creature, awesome dino. Sack stuff, generally better for me, because I can keep bringing it back. Removal, creature, removal. I like Wedding Announcement. This card is insane. The shield side in particular, it makes it impossible for your opponent to win combat. Just impossible. Every single source minuses 1. Double blocks become terrible. Triple blocks become terrible. 1 damage from each source becomes negated. Yeah, and 4 drops you get lots of recursion. Like this. Like this. We have Trogger, Nexomancer, Jiza, and Liesa, all of which lock down your opponent's graveyard. So all this stuff goes into exile instead, or comes back on my side, in Jesus' case. And the high end are Planeswalkers and Burning Rune Demon. So everything just feeds into itself. You use Burning Rune Demon, you get Unburial Rights and any creature you can already use from the graveyard. And just for fun, you get Nethroi, so sometimes you can just bring everything back. Actually, let's leave that up for a bit. It seems like a slow afternoon, but we'll get some people. Well, I am going to mute myself for just a minute while I hope to find more people. I believe we found someone. I'm going to switch decks and use my Abzan Reanimator. Both of which are loaded into the card, the extension that you guys see there. I'm going to throw this one back. I'm also going to throw this one back. I will keep this one. Let's get rid of this Snarl and... yeah, let's get rid of Woodland Cemetery. Gonna have some stuff entering tapped, but we're gonna have to live with that. That's what you get when you mull to 5. Alright, now we have a removal spell. 4th land, we can start playing value. I wonder what deck they're playing. I guess we'll see an example from the card they exile. Temur? Ah! Don't like that. Demi-Lich. So I guess I'll play World Shaper and start milling. Hopefully. They could have a counterspell. Oh no, it's not just Temur, it's 4-color. Which is odd to run a quadruple blue card, but I get the feeling they're playing 4-color combo of some sort. It'll be exciting to find out what, and perhaps disrupt it. Or perhaps not. Let's attack with our World Shaper. I didn't want to mill any of those. Alright. Let's play Redain as the shield. It attacks things that affect me or my creatures. Unless he has a destruction spell for it, but let's find out. It might have been better to flip this as the legendary creature instead, but okay. How does Demi-Lich work? Demi-Lich, this costs blue less for each instant sorcery you cast this turn. When it attacks, it exiles an instant sorcery and copies and casts the copy. Okay. Oh, what's this? I don't understand. Draw 2 cards. Then you may exile a card if you descript your hand level for anyone with the same name. And then seek. But this doesn't work in a singleton format. That's confusing. I must be missing something. Oh, that's nice. Let's bring back that Zombo. Give them a 7/6 to deal with. Oh, fun. Do they go off next turn? I guess we're going to find out. If they can't, it's probably my game. But I've been wrong before. I don't see Underworld. They don't have Underworld Breach down yet, but they could be playing that. And this card works. Copy it for every other spell you've cast this turn. Okay, yeah, this could be really... Oh, yep. That's suffering. Cast an instant or sorcery. Does that apply to things that you've exiled? It might. Although these don't each seem to be copying for it, so maybe we're just waiting for... There we are. Okay, yep, now this is gonna be really, really cool. But we're gonna let him play it out, make sure he has it if he has it. Oh, this just seeks a card when you exile it. Okay. So it just recycles it into something different. So they're going to have 4 mana, be able to cast Demi-Lich. and have all these cards. Yeah, they probably have the game, but it's not 100% guaranteed. They probably need Underworld Breach to make this work, or Dark Ritual. But they're getting a lot of sorting from their deck, so it's not impossible. With 5 mana open? Yeah, if they can't kill me, they need to at least wipe the board. Okay. That's a creature. I'm gonna lean if they have to play that. They probably can't win this turn. Oh. Well, never mind. That's gonna be a lot of draw and discard. Well, that's... that's gonna gain them, like, 3,000 life. Oh, boy. Not 3,000, more like 15 times 3, so they'll be at 48 or 51. $46, I was off by a bit. I'll be destroying Thousand Year Storm on my turn, with Mythos of Nethroi, for obvious reasons. Now, they may have bought themselves enough time, but they don't have to discard like 20 cards, so... Only 10, actually. Oh, 11. Okay. Please block the World Champion. Okay. Well, without Thousand Year Storm, they're going to have to go off the old-fashioned way. Which, while not impossible, they have dumped half their deck. Okay, well, they're going to solve the equation, and they'll probably find Underworld Breach, and they'll win. Let's continue to find out. Interesting choice, but it probably makes sense. Hell of a Blitz of the Thunder Rafter. And by doing it this way, I don't get to get all my lands back. Okay. Let's put that back on the top of my library. Oh, the top there. Ooh! Gotta love squirrels. He could play Demi-Lich. But will they? Yes, they will. Okay, I will be exiling it. Sure. Okay. As you wish. It's a lot of extra turns. Hope we got something to do. Extra turn number 1. Of course, we're going to see the entirety of their deck at this rate. Yeah, it looks like 5-color Thousand Year Storm, which is amazing. Even more amazing, I think they went off on turn 4 or 5. Like they went not 4 or 5, like 6. So that's still very early, without like significant ramp. All right, now on for the second turn. Okay. You'll get your Demi-Lich back, though it won't be able to attack this turn. And you'll hit me with some squirrels. Let's get rid of Demi-Lich. I'll block the 4/4, take 3, see what else he could do. They're definitely running out of steam. Although now they're gonna build up more steam. Ooh. Are they gonna do the... Oh no, they did it the correct way. Oh, and the devils are hasty. I didn't know that. Sure. Who knows what I'll find accidentally. Okay. That is something to find accidentally, isn't it? But is anything... Yeah, Redain would be worth it here. I can make those 1/1s deal 0. That actually might be better than in the long run. Probably won't. I'll probably just be dead. Let's find out. Lion's Desire. Oh, that's a land. Oh, that's an opt. Oh, that's a land. That's a terrible Mind's Desire. Horrid. They could have bounced Gloomshrieker. Wonder if they're running Thassa's Oracle Win as a backup. Oh man, they could just run out of cards and then play Thassa's Oracle. Although they'd have to do it this turn, because this... No, actually, Escape to the Wilds is the next turn. Ah. So I need a... That doesn't help. Let's give him the chance to make a mistake. I could still draw a 2-drop. No, 1-drop I would need. Well, that is a good game. On to game 2. I think I'll keep this. Charming Prince will help me find more stuff, hopefully. My creature remover was pretty much useless in the early game. I could play Kethis next turn. I could hold up removal. Let's see. Uh-oh. Stuck on 2 lands. It's unfortunate. Now my Liesa and Kaya are going to be cheaper. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. When you cast your next extra exile the top 3 cards, you may play one of them this turn. Okay. Let's play Kaya and give Kethis Spirit Insurance. Then I'll play Liesa and do the same. This might just be a forfeit, but I guess we'll find out. The scary thing about these decks is they can win out of nowhere, so if they won this turn, I would not be shocked. Okay. So the last trigger should be the Liesa one, because I want the... Yeah, that's what I wanted. Let's play Skull Prophet. Then let's get rid of the Celestis to deny them their mana. Then we'll put Spirit Insurance on Skyclave Apparition. Get your Spirit Insurance here. Creature dies, gets exiled. Instead, you get a Spirit. That's dying. That's super dying.
Don't worry. I got it.
It would be amazing if they survived this. If they wipe the board, I get 2 spirits. That is a blocker.
That was an easy job.
On to game 3. This is a 3-lander that has a tutor and a removal spell. Technically 2 removal spells, though I can't cast one of them. Yeah, let's go for it. Worst comes to worst, I use Search for Glory to find my 4th land. Ooh. 3/3 that's immune to bolts for the most part. I don't think they're running a lot of the 2-drops that would kill a 3/3 like that. Burn Down the House shouldn't affect it because that's a 3-red. Just odd. Unless they just pull out, like, Searing Spear or something I didn't even know was on Arena. Incinerate! So do I search for Glory, find my 4th land, or do I play Tenacious Underdog? I guess that was decided for me, but instead, let's attack with Lavabring Venturer and see if they actually do have a removal spell for it. Doesn't look like it. Let's play this 4/4. Just try and pressure them. Seven damage a turn, that's a 3-turn clock. If we can force them to go off early, that means they can have a fail case like the first game. And then they're just hoping that they outvalue us. Okay. So I think I'm just going to sit here, and if they do nothing, I'll Restoration Angel, which will present lethal. And if they try and remove one of my creatures, I'll do the same. So let's see. Can they win this turn? I wonder if they're thinking the same thing. Looking at my creature, trying to see what they should do. Perfect. Perfection. Let's move the creature so it can't be targeted. Mythos of Valuna will fizzle, and now I have lethal. Oh, Grape Shot. Look at that. I still win with Tenacious Underdog because of Blitz. But that was very close. That was an excellent game. Excellent match. Alright, let's see if I can get another player. Let's see. So, how about you guys? Do you guys like Gladiator? What decks do you like to play or see? Any questions about the format? Right now, I would say the most powerful decks are the purely aggressive ones, especially mono green and mono black. But those are not particularly my style. I'd say this is the most aggressive I could play without feeling like I'm out of my element. It's a red-white equipment deck. It's not truly aggro, the CMC is too high for that, but it's fun. Also, I get to run Haktos. Alright, I'm going to mute for a minute and see if I can find another person to play with. Alright. Let's use these mastery orbs. Packs. It's a shame the new draft set is not particularly great. I have this draft token that I want to use, but I think I'm going to save it for the next set, ironically. Well, it looks like there aren't many people on right now, so I think I'm going to end the stream for now, but I'll play more Gladiator probably later tonight. Generally, the server is more popping off in the evenings anyway, but sadly, I work nights, so I gotta get in when there's less people. Anyway, for those who watched, thank you. For those who followed, thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your day.